Hey there, X-Wing fans, and welcome to XL Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got another match for you here today at Savannah Line Games Store Championship. This is the final between Connor and Diego. Glad that the Triple U-Wing finally got on stream. We just saw a commanding performance from Diego versus Kurt. Now we're going to see if these Triple U-Wings and their 1,000 triggers can confuse Diego enough to get Connor a victory. Because they're not going to outdamage this Kylo Ren. U-Wing's looking to take up a whole lot of room on this board. Interesting debris and rock placement. Not much in the middle of the board. Going to give Kylo Ren plenty of room to advance sensor, barrel roll, and boost. Going to give Saw Gererra plenty of room to advance sensor, barrel roll, experimental interface. So they're off to the races here. Lots of big arcs on this left side. It's going to be a little difficult for Kylo Ren to arc dodge. They just take up so much room. I try to keep all my tokens. Let's go ahead and get bets started here. Oh, there's betting. There's fake currency and everything. So bets are up. If you'd like to place a bet, it's exclamation point bet. Yep, exclamation point bet in the chat. Then the bet ID, which will be 0 for Connor, 1 for Diego. Then the amount you'd like to bet. Maximum is 100. I want to change my bet to Diego. Absolutely. Oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and place that for you. Yeah, just let me know when you want me to bet. Oh, yeah. He's doing his time. Let's do it. All right. It's a little bit of a different setup here from Diego for this one. Got the ships all facing the middle of the board, so we might turn in. So that one's got the one that keeps you phased, and that one keeps the focus. Yep. So advanced optics and comm relay online here. Looks like we might just get a big joust in the middle here. 3 U-Wings, a little hard to flank. Take up a lot of space, cover a lot of area with those arcs, and then they can flip around. You have to broadcast it with the pivot wing, but still a little difficult to avoid all those arcs. So we're going to have to keep track of all these triggers. Saw Gererra is going to give everybody with stress 1 offensive reroll. Magva Yarro is going to keep enemy ships from rerolling more than 1 dice of friendly ships at range 1 to 2 of her. Each of these U-Wings has some sort of defensive ability, including Connor's ability to put his ships wherever he wants. We've got Chewbacca on Saw. We've got Sensor Jammer on Cassian. And targeting Scrambler and C-3PO on Magva. And then there's Magva's ability helping out the other 2. So lots of good defensive abilities. Got a few offensive abilities with Saw Gererra's rerolls, with Maul. Actually, Cassian does not have Trick Shot. Cassian has, I need to change something here. Alright. I saw what you got. Cassian has wired. Let's see if I can get this in before any fighting happens. Oh boy. going to take some doing because the overlay currently does not have some of the new pilots and abilities. So let's do this. Alright, I think that's... Oh, then we'll bring Magva up to 5. There we go. All is right with the world. Wow, is that... How am I going to keep track of this? So Magva's out front with a focus. Got Cassian below her, and then Saul bringing up the rear. Saul is generally the weaker. Oh, here comes the advanced sensor barrel roll. Experimental interface focus. Takes 2 stress. Reveals a white maneuver. Cassian's going to make it green. And look at how much board he has eaten up. So he eats up 1 stress with Kanan. Keeps 1 so that he can have his offensive reroll. Here comes a 1 hard turn from Omega Leader. Focus and evade.
These two are basically the same. Scott's soothing voice from IB.
What's that?
Scott's soothing voice from
Oh, yep. You're welcome. So the Imperial ships are facing the right direction, and they haven't bumped, so that's good.
Alright, and then him. So,
How does...
So your action is part of how do you have to focus on it? Because invaded with the first round, he's got the color right. Okay, the focus is not there. Okay, focus.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Because that would have been, yeah, 2 actions that turn.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Kylo.
Focus is gone. Kylo's looking for
3 into Saw. I'll get my title.
range 3 into Saw Gererra. He's got his title on the
There's a dice box.
Trip evades out of Saw Gererra.
Alright,
BM.
Saw.
2 hits from Omega Leader.
Yeah, baby.
Range 2. He's going to juke that. Can't modify dice, so that goes through both of them. It's 2.
That's what I roll. One time I'm going to play good. Mess me up.
Basically range 2.
So it might be a good time to do... Oh, gonna go into Omega Leader.
Alright, there's this thing.
Sorry.
Remember this thing.
Hit crit. Hit crit.
I will focus.
Uses the evade token to avoid all damage.
Sorry, so here you can modify focus. So I will take 1.
Alright, stealth device is gone on Omega Leader.
It won't be the last time.
Oh, no, right.
It's alright. I'll remind you of your mistakes. All of them. Range 1 into countdown.
2. I will take 1 on countdown.
Alright, 1 damage into countdown.
And then countdown will shoot. I keep shooting Saw. Same. I'll shoot range 1 into. I blanked out. And me. I'll shoot Saw.
Yep, right decision. Goes for Saul. Hit crit focus. Spends the focus for hit crit.
Alright, we're going to do 4 shots into
2 shields. and a crit.
Chewbacca discarded. Shield.
Alright, so uses Chewbacca to discard the crit and gain a shield back.
And next round. Keep that.
So Saw is down to 1 shield, and Chewbacca is gone. Stealth device is gone on Omega Leader. I think we're all caught up.
No, took a lot of damage. Yeah. Took a lot of shots. Yeah.
3 dice into talent name.
Soaked up a lot of fire, is what Omega Leader did. Hey, Tron. Betting on Connor. Ooh, likes what he sees from the U-Wings. Alright.
I'll take 2 damage to inflict the critical.
We'll leave the bets up for a little bit.
Takes 2 damage to inflict the critical damage on the ship you just shot.
So, this is where those U-Wings taking up so much space really becomes an issue. Kylo shouldn't have a hard time getting a shot. Still has not stress, so he can advance sensor. Tron likes the number of dice with those U-Wings, yep. Could see... Let's see here, countdown.
You do your regular thing, but you do the
So questioning how adaptive works here with a bump.
Yeah, of course they are.
Countdown's 5. So who has initiative? Okay. So Magva will shoot before. We'll move and shoot before countdown. Magva's up there at the top. Saw's in the middle. Cassian's at the bottom. So we'll probably see Cassian remove Saw's stress. Might be seeing some wings get pivoted here. Could see some sloops. Omega Leader slooping. Well, there probably see some zero maneuvers actually. Let's not forget that the U-Wings can do that. Oh, here's a bank out of Magva. Probably gonna flip. Yep, flipping the pivot wing so that he can turn around next round. Seems safe, unless we see a sloop out of that striker. So, Diego allowing Connor to remove that stress that was supposed to happen at the beginning of activation. There's a lot of triggers here, folks. Here comes a 1 bank. And do we see a sloop? We see a 2 K-turn. Nice. It's a good move. Ooh, another 1 bank out of Cassian here. Wonder if we'll see him. Yep. Gonna change the wings here. Gonna leave that ship on its side. That's fine. All right. 4 forward out of Saw. So probably see.
He hasn't made it to all his rebels yet.
When I use Hawks, I assign this main focuses. I assign the fanatical devotion.
Yep, Saw flipped his card as well. Okay, so they're all turning around next turn.
And he takes a but I'm using electronic band.
3 bank out of Omega Leader. Gonna probably take this chance to recharge the evade and comm relay. So 1 hard turn out of Kylo.
And he is going to the expert who I played earlier.
And it's going to target lock Cassian.
So, if you
Range 2 into Cassian.
you take focus and evade or blue target lock token, you immediately discard that token and the focus.
So hit crit focus turns the focus into a hit. 1 evade.
If you have one of those tokens,
Takes all 3 shields.
you immediately have to choose one and discard.
Thank you. Fucking stuck back here.
Or 3 out of 4 shields, sorry.
Wow.
Triple crit.
I'm gonna guess 1 with C3.
Rolled a focus for the 4th. Guesses 1 with C3PO, doesn't get it. Spins the focus to avoid 1.
Alright. You got it. Next round?
There were 3 crits, you rolled 1 of 8?
Yeah, 2 shields.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
2 shields, sorry.
Can't use his follow ability. Flies right in the middle of, what is that? 13, 15 dice.
That's on Magva, okay.
Yeah, they kind of are.
So spreading out the damage.
Wow. I have the carrot on
Alright, so we're back to dials. We know what these U-Wings are going to do. They're going to dial in zeros. They're going to take stress. They're going to flip around. Probably going to see a sloop out of a Mega Leader. She could turn and take the long way around. Kylo might do a...
You don't get to keep him?
Probably just going to advance sensor, maybe even bump into Cassian, maybe? So that Cassian can't shoot him, then he just gets to shoot at Saul.
Right?
Possibility. Countdown's in a bad place. I'm not really sure what the right call for countdown is. You could try and bump, but then you're just going to be there, taking possibly 2 shots with no focus. Doesn't Magva go first? So Magva should go first, but we know what Magva's going to do. And we're going to flip the wings into attack position. Takes a stress.
You can only get him every now and then.
So they're all doing that zero maneuver. They're all flipping around. They're all going into attack position. Look at those models go.
Exactly. Wow. But he's still cool.
I rolled an evade. Evades cancel hits.
Yeah. Yeah. When you get on him,
Explaining the fundamentals of X-Wing at another table.
Just enough to win.
So here comes Omega Leader. Big 3 hard. Probably see a focus. Going for the barrel roll. That probably gets it out of range for Saul there. Advanced sensor barrel roll. So maybe he's going to bank in here. Goes for a 2 forward. Is he on the rock? Yeah, it looks like he's on the rock there.
That's it. That's all I have to do.
Crit. Wow.
Can I put it? I'll show you the dark side on the.
So loses a shield to the rock.
I was fighting
Alright.
Ronald.
So looking for that bump, gets it, but sits on a rock for his trouble. So now these U-Wings have an easy decision going after Countdown. Rerolls. So 2 hits, 2 evades. Looks like hit, crit, crit. Has a focus. Changes the focus into a crit with Ezra. 1 evade. He's going to take the crit. Oh, sorry, there was 2 evades. Let's see what that crit was. Damage engine, so that's going to hurt his...
We're going to fire the IT guy into thing. This one's
So looks like nothing from that last shot. That's 2 crits.
I told your dad to barrel one of my earlier. I was moving your shit and I was like, you need me to put this template back?
I wish I could be first twice. So this thing looks good.
There's only until you do dark side.
Wow.
Well, they just introduced it, but they had no names.
That's what the baby is built. If that's still canon.
So, damaged engine on Countdown. All hard turns are red. Other than that, doesn't look like we look like Countdown did any damage here. Saul's still sitting at 4-1.
Really smart bug guys.
So we'll see Cassian
Engineering staff is a hive mind.
take some stress away during beginning of activation. So that really opens up the dials here. Might see some strategic bumping maybe. So the U-Wings are all dialed in. Just going to finish up here with...
Cassian removes the stress from a friendly at 1-2.
Kylo's going to come off this rock. But it's so tough to tell where these U-Wings are going to be. Magva's up top. If Saul wants to use his barrel roll for some reason, he's going to have to get Magva out of there. Here comes a 4 forward. Maybe we'll see targeting scrambler. So Kanan removes the stress there. Takes a focus. Here comes the advanced aileron from Countdown. Gonna bump, so we'll lose his action. And a 2 sloop.
It used to be just you assign a mate token, and they would run over asteroids and still just get their mate token. So now
Tron saying Connor lucked out with that Kylo move. Yep.
they lose that.
Absolutely.
Could you?
You friend or an ignore asteroid.
Yeah, let's do the 5. Come on, do the 5. You get the
So here comes an advanced sensor, focus, and a barrel roll from expert handling. He's going to barrel roll backwards as far as possible. Get right up to countdown. He's going to double stress, one from expert handling and one from experimental interface. The white maneuver is going to relieve one with Kanan. He keeps one for his ability.
Alright, next maneuver I do, if I don't complete it, you get accidental bump.
Maybe keeps both. And here comes Cassian. Just gonna bump up in here. He's got a stress, but he's gonna keep it to use wired. But there's nothing in arc anyway, so gonna bring out the train tracks.
Oh, yeah, that was both there. Curse, yeah. Technically on curse there. And he push the limit.
Do you have any
Oh, you're right. He used Kanan on Magva. Is Kanan once per round?
next? I could use battles to.
Once per round after a friendly ship. Yep. Okay. Good to know.
Kylo.
That is a complex series of arcs there.
Yeah, that came with the missiles.
And it puts Kylo in a real tricky position. So it looks like he's going to boost.
No. When you receive a stress,
Maybe there's a one hard turn.
You may suffer one damage to discard. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and.
Here's the one hard. So it looks like he probably just barely catches Gererra.
And then Kylo. Jank is strong.
And it doesn't look like these U-Wings have, well, one has, Magva has Omega Leader. Looks like one hit, focus, and a blank. One evade. So that was from Kylo. Here comes Omega Leader shooting. Gonna shoot the saw. Might not be the right call. Might want to. 3 evades. 3 evades, 2 hits. Yeah, it might have been better to shoot at Magva and try and strip the focus, but.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So no shot from Saw. Ooh. Oh, Saul does have a shot on Kylo. 1 hit. He's going to reroll 1 with his ability. He's going to blame my dice. 1 evade.
Takes the stress. No, from him you can.
Spend the focus.
What was his name?
Well, I'm doing it.
Say what about?
Okay. So that's not stressed about it.
Remember,
Oh boy.
it doesn't affect actions, it just affects the tokens you get.
Blame me best, stress guy.
Yep. Shots from countdown. You take the stress.
Alright, countdown into Saw.
Maneuver, get your 2 stress. But if once you get the target locked, you just discard the target lock and
It's like hit and 2 blanks.
you don't get a target lock, but you do lose the jam tokens. That's right.
Evaded. So, lots of shots, not a lot of results. So no flipping from these U-Wings this round. So Connor's going to use targeting scrambler from Magva. He is now weapons disabled, but Omega Leader can't modify dice at range 1 when shooting at Magva. There's a lot of conditions there. Should protect him against maybe a sloop. Was trying to keep track of comm relay and advanced optics. Yeah.
He keeps evades, he keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah, confusing.
Okay.
Really, it's just a child. Do that. Alright, so your 5.
I can keep track of that. I just know there's not supposed to be 2 tokens on any one ship
At the start of the activation, I will remove the stress from him.
during the end phase.
And I will trigger inspiring recruits off of Magva to hit the other one.
So Cassian's going to relieve 1 stress. Inspiring recruit is going to make it 2. Oh boy. So here comes a 1 from aileron. Oh, nope, he doesn't have ailerons because he was stressed. So just a 1 forward with a focus.
Every other damage I draw is
Checking the dial for Cassian here and Saul. It's going to barrel roll down towards the edge of the board. It's going to be a tricky position. And he fits. Wow. It goes forward as possible. Takes 2 stress, experimental interface, and expert handling. Reveals a white. Removes 1. Kanan.
I think it's coming Friday. Hopefully it's 2.
And I don't think he's... No, he's not fitting in there. He's just going to stay right there. Probably fine with that. Not much Kylo can do to get arc on him. I mean, he could maybe... I don't think K-turn would fit in there. Here comes a 2 hard from Cassian. Just really mucking it up in here. So, range 1 Kylo into countdown. Countdown's got 2 left, so can trigger his ability 1 more time. Here comes a 2 forward. Ooh, nice. So the targeting scrambler could actually come into play here.
It's different, but for 5 points you get a shield upgrade, FCS, and upside.
And then
Upside is like I can discard results to remove a shield. To remove a shield from the shield. Really nice.
Joke's on you, Chris. There's only 1 shield in Kurt's list. Alright, 3 hits. 1 evade, spins the focus. Looks like that's out of Kylo.
Yeah, you're doing a very good job of making me shoot.
So, first points on the board, it looks like.
Mega Leader will...
Coming off of Cassian. Yeah, that was oversaw into Cassian from Kylo. Here comes Omega Leader.
I like Kylo.
1 crit. Cannot be assigned stress maneuvers. Or straight maneuver, sorry. That was into Cassian. What's that one called?
Yeah, he always says this for the same time to get someone to go against someone else.
Shaken Pilot.
Yeah, it's you know. Why are you talking to me? He's winning! What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
Whatever.
Oh, so this is from Cassian. He's going to use Maul to reroll. Hit, hit, hit.
Oh, good grief.
Because everybody decided against everybody else except him.
Yeah.
He's going to take a stress and take a damage.
That
Maul is going to get rid of that.
Maybe.
It was the
Dad, I can't.
the first time we played.
Stop touching me.
Why? Why did I do that?
I don't have a
There was one of
Oh,
these
they're
things
trying to figure out the
that
timing for
I don't
Maul.
I'm sure you'll lose it anyway from some other ability later.
There was somebody who was going
So it
to
doesn't
attack
matter. I'm
him.
more just
Wait, if you want to CO it, we can. I think it comes off.
I'll just.
Oh, can I,
What the
I'm
frick?
sure
He's
you'll do
more
something.
good at you than I am,
Like
and I'm
the
like,
activation.
don't even
That's
try.
the way I've seen it happen.
Oh, look at how many victory points he had. Shut up.
Well, and as much as I like Twilight, I don't want to play my work.
It's just cancel the sort of the compare results step.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, let's do something.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right.
Oh boy. So we got to figure out if did the attack hit? Does Maul trigger on countdown?
I can play XCOM a couple of times. I like that one. Good try. Yeah, I would love to play XCOM again sometime. I have played that game like at least like 5 times. And I got like 5
So that happens during compare results.
It's good.
Did the attack hit happens after compare results.
It's harder. Because it's hard. It is. It's hard enough. It's harder. Because now you're like you get these icons that make it seem
Yeah, so according to the timing chart, compare results is 8, then did the attack hit, or 6, sorry, did the attack hit, then you go to 7. Oh boy. If anybody else has an opinion on that, feel free to weigh in.
And those are vital, man. You need those. Oh yeah, of course. I don't know what I just like. I kept trolling through fighters. I'm producing more. It's like I need to. Do you really need to make 3 fighters this turn? Yes. Why? Keep dying. You keep dying. You just keep dying, man. Now, if you're a real masochist, you play that game by yourself.
All right, so I think we're all good here.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
So targeting scrambler is now going on countdown.
I'm supposed to do it before the fighting. Playing a sword stage cheap, the science cheap, the assault cheap, the soldier. Yeah, the squad leader. That's what he's called. The squad leader controls the soldier.
My opinion is Maul and Kanan on the same ship. Lols.
I'm the commander.
Yeah.
Yep.
Central officer tries to help him.
It's pretty ridiculous.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh,
Right earlier, it's a vague token. Dude, it was not.
Oh, it's so good.
That's so cool.
It's so
that
good.
sounds really cool. So I'm looking at having probably next one.
So 18 points for Diego so far, half points on Cassian.
Oh, it's so good. Let me see if I can shoot.
But the worst part is the game's run by.
I think Magva is actually worth a little bit more than is shown up in the overlay. Unfortunately, this overlay program does not include Magva Yarro, so I had to put a Blue Squadron Pathfinder in there instead and then rename it. So that may not be correct if we get 2 points values for Magva. I think it's 2 points more or something like that. No, it's a couple more points. Whatever, we'll figure it out and we'll get there.
Yeah.
And so you like move your resources around, send fighters there, send soldiers there, have soldiers ready to defend the base. It's easy, but it's so much fun. If you win,
2 points more, yeah. Blue Squadron Pathfinder's 23, Magva's 25.
That's awesome.
Yeah. A lot of co-op games are like that.
Okay.
A lot of the co-op games are slated against
So,
players.
planning here. Here we go. It's like some Cassian stress was removed. Targeting scramblers on countdown now.
This is a Buffy game. It's a co-op.
Magva is way out there. She knows she's not getting shots. She has closed her wings so that she can flip around next turn, but it will decrease her agility for this round. We got a bump out of countdown.
Every single time her turn comes up, one of the players.
Oh, looks like he's staying there.
Yeah, so
2 bank out of Cassian. Might see. He's gonna focus. He doesn't. I don't think he wants to close his wings because Kylo could just get in there range 1.
We have like little townies
Might be sacrificing Cassian here.
And you're supposed
Draw
to
the fire away from the other two.
Okay.
and save them.
Oh, that's fine.
Gloria
Try that.
turns them against you.
Just do
So that if you're
don't
in a
like the-
place
that's
with
funny.
a townie before you save them, they hurt you.
That's great.
And then she has some.
Looks like we have a 2 hard out of
When they
Saul.
get there, they all die.
and then we will
In aliens, every day,
focus.
so you have different objectives depending on which movie you're playing. And you're actually playing characters.
He's going to focus experimental interface
Sorry,
barrel roll.
we will have a resistant like attack or something like that. I don't know if that's actually bad.
Going to receive 2 stress.
It's like a medic or like another resistant ability, like really pretty kill a free attack.
So expert handling is going to remove that target lock.
Yeah, but they can die.
Don't get to see that trigger too often.
When everyone dies, you play it the first time.
So here comes the 2 forward from Omega Leader. Probably going to focus up here. Maybe target lock. Yeah, going to target lock Saul. Try and survive this volley.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got
Into the shooting phase.
So can't barrel roll. Would go off the board.
I can't give you.
Gonna advance sensor focus. Go 2 forward.
It's so tough.
Yes.
It's so tough.
The thing about much like the board game is just the curve in the beginning. You can get through the first half of the game. things
Might have been worth
start to get
boosting.
the second half.
As you get
Focus and boosting.
boosting.
So here comes hit focus. Gonna use the title to reroll. Gets another focus. Spins it for 3 hits.
Yes,
There's a point in the game in which you know you can't win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was spring. The game should be fun because Nearly not invading everything. And you plan to do defend.
So it doesn't get the title because it's all ships in your firing arc, not just enemy. So here's 1 evade. He burned the target lock for that, by the way.
Yes. So that's why you want to keep the money flowing everywhere.
Yeah, sorry, we got that wrong. But he spent the target lock instead for the reroll.
Go here, they go to battle. And second round you have I have 1 interceptor left. I have 1 soldier left on my full squad. Like you want to whack by the alien force, and you are like the second round is super tough.
Oh wow. 3 hits and a crit.
You have money to buy everything else, but the money goes really low. And then
1
you
evade.
have- and so you're like trying to defend the
Takes
ball
hit
now.
crit on Omega Leader.
That long interceptor goes like, oh, I have aliens everywhere. Plus 2 last turn.
That sounds like damage sensor, right? So can't get his evade back until he gets rid of that.
So him? Yeah. 4 shots into
Alrighty.
4 blanks. Oh no! Is that at a countdown? It must be. Blanks out on the range 1 shot from countdown. That is heartbreaking.
Is this for you the second turn the toughest? Is the second turn for you the toughest? Did Matt get anything for the board game? That's
Cassian.
because the first one you have everything. Then you get whack, and you have like 1 interceptor.
1 hole left on Cassian.
Like the second quarter, depending, and then the third, maybe the
All right.
third, depending on how your second quarter goes. Because there's a point when, like,
Yeah.
the aliens are starting
Tron, that was heartbreaking for all of us.
If you haven't done well, it's like, oh my god, all of the aliens. Because if you're not removing them from the board, there's just more of them, and that's when it gets very downhill. I've won one of those.
All right, back to dials.
It was terrible, but we actually won.
Gonna need Magva to turn around here.
Your turn ends.
Haven't seen her. I don't think we've seen her ability come into play yet. She's a little too far from Cassian for that.
You can definitely do it.
So remove stress using Cassian's ability, and then Inspiring Recruit allowed him to do 2. Gonna move. Oh, I forgot that Magva had turned around. Yep, that's or had flipped the wings. So she's turned around now.
I think my favorite ones are probably done since 1 year because I really like local soldiers. I like the missions. I like sending the soldiers.
So here comes a bump for ailerons on countdown, and then the maneuver. Maybe a slope. Maybe a 2. Oh, sorry, that was the maneuver. Maybe countdown was stressed. So here's the advanced sensor barrel roll from Saul.
2 stress.
Takes 2 stress from experimental interface and expert handling. 2 hard turn.
Because you're saying like one team's here and one team's here. So one of your players is really trying to listen to the other team to see where you're trying to figure out where their ship is.
Removes 1
It sounds like a lot.
with Kane and Jarrus. And then Cassian takes a stress, does a stop maneuver, trying to block. Ooh, 4 from Omega Leader gets the block. So can't get rid of damage sensor array. Can't get the evade back.
And it's multiple apps, so you have one person set up the server.
And we have a focus stressed Saw.
We did a guild hall. So we had everyone
Ooh, but
around.
Kylo's gonna get that kill on Cassian, no doubt.
Well, because the engineer's always calling up from
Oh wait,
engineering,
oh
right?
that was the advanced sensor boost. So here comes the
Stop using all my fuel.
2 hard turn.
Because the ship can run out of fuel. And there's like things you can do to use up fuel and shit. So the engineer
So it'll get shots at Saul, but Saul's got 5 health left, so that's
power to different systems.
not the worst.
So the captain will be like, engineer, I need more power to the weapons or whatever it is. Or shields, divert the shields to the front.
Oh, there's power shields or something?
Yeah, you have to like power the ship like so
All right.
you can power in different systems.
So Saul probably gonna take 2
And the engineer also models your fuel reserves.
2 volleys here. Here comes the first one from Kylo.
Or the captain will be like, engineer, I need more power to the gun.
Looks like blank, hit, focus.
Lock onto that ship.
2 hits,
Okay,
a blank and a focus.
tactical, shoot that ship.
Checking for title, doesn't have it.
And the best part is like so everyone
So
can
2
see
hits,
via their phone or their tablet or
a
whatever,
focus.
so everyone sees something different.
Gonna spend it.
Except if you have
Takes
that
1.
TV, you can have like a bridge screen, so you can have the right bridge.
And then you can't shoot.
And then
So Saul is down half points.
his chain on the view screen, so to speak. So you can't tell them what's on the view screen. It's fun.
That seems like a fun thing.
Yeah. And there are a ton of
Alright, so Saul going after Omega Leader.
there.
1 hit.
Yeah. Well, Artemis is a spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
Can't modify because Omega Leader has locked him, so 1 hit and it gets evaded.
Stressed.
I got auto thrusters focused on.
Ouch.
So Kylo's safe, auto thrusters and focus.
Alright, him. So 4 shots into Saw.
Here comes the striker.
I'll hit that.
Hit, crit, crit.
The box
Well, that's still 0. And hards are red. Wow, that's cool.
Damaged engine and damaged cockpit.
You've been doing a lot of hard.
And that's on Saw, okay. 1, 2. Damaged engine, okay. That is a lot of points. Oh, I didn't realize. No, okay, that's Kylo. I thought that I saw Omega Leader turned around.
How many more games was this it? Or? Yeah, when you have 8 players or less.
Really needed some damage on Omega Leader there. And can't get a hit on Countdown.
Yeah, there's no cut. Because a couple seasons ago they decided to standardize it. Because you know, before there was like some people would do 60 rounds of life or 60-minute rounds. Some people would do 65 minutes. Now it's just 75 minutes straight up.
So everybody in attack position, so no turning around for the U-Wings.
Oh, I got one of those on a thing, but it's cannon.
Cassian's on 1 health and not going to be involved in the fight anytime soon. Might just see him slow roll forward, flip his wings, and try to turn around. Omega Leader might see that coming though. Here comes an advanced sensor barrel roll out of Saw. Oh, because Saw is pilot skill 0. That's right. Comes a 2 forward. So bumps into Omega Leader. Doesn't care. The advanced sensor. Ooh, thank you to the Junkies for hosting the channel. Did I? Oh, I turned off the sound. Hold on 1 second. Let's replay that for fun. Yeah, 3 U-Wings, Pat. Because people are still doing fun things in 1.0, even if you're not. One bank out of the striker, then reveal I assume a sloop, maybe? Yes. 2 bank sloop. Oh boy, I don't doubt it'll be fun in 2.0, but there's still fun to be had here. Here's a 1 bank out of Cassian, which will undoubtedly relieve the stress. Maybe not. 1 bank's green on U-Wings. Who knows? Who knows what a U-Wing dial looks like? Yeah, one banks are green. Did you relieve Cassian's stress?
No, I mean I did.
Alright. Play the game for these guys, come on. I think they just didn't see it on his base. Ooh, here comes some advanced sensor shenanigans. Get a barrel roll. Maybe a 1 hard turn. Nope. 1 bank. Oh, that's a boost. Push limit. Looking for that dial. Here comes a 2 hard. And it's green because he's an interceptor. Doesn't have anything in arc though.
19 minutes.
That's
He shoots first, and then
19 minutes.
19 minutes.
No, I finished it.
I know it.
Yeah.
So, who's shooting first? Kylo doesn't have a shot.
Range 3. Spend the focus.
Oh wow. Hit crit onto Omega Leader. 2 evades. And Omega Leader's gone. Points on the board for Connor here.
C3PO.
C3PO guesses 0. Gets 1 from that.
tell me the odds.
Quotes flying hard and fast over here. Nerds.
I don't put it on anything that's more than 2.
There goes the Omega Leader target lock, and it's back to dials. Unfortunately, these U-Wings are all facing the wrong direction. They don't have K-turns, and it's going to take another turn for them to flip around. I don't know that any Saw shenanigan can get him hurt here. No. No, I'm saying what he already knows.
It's gonna take too long for this boat.
These aren't G1As, they don't have K-turns.
I can spend 180 on the dime, so
I just gotta kill one.
You need 2 turns to spend 180.
about it.
And you have to give up your evade stat.
Okay, ready? Yep. So
Connor doesn't think G1As are good, and that's why he's losing. So.
advanced sensors.
So Saw Gererra, advanced sensor focus, and it looks like he's going to go for a 3 bank. Oh, because he's PS0. Let's denote that so that we can all remember that together. Boom. Avoids the debris. Here comes the 2 hard turn. No barrel roll on this guy. Looking to force a bump at least. Goes for the focus. Might have been worth target scram. Well, that's at the beginning of activation, right? Or planning or something. Didn't do the target scrambler. Might have been good on Kylo. Striker is stressed, so just stays with that maneuver. Oh, relieves that stress. So gonna barrel roll. Make sure he's not in arc.
One of those, they're both going face up.
Kylo.
Too hard turn out of Kylo. Range 2 into Magva. Hit crit. Guesses 1, adds 1 with C3PO, and uses the focus to avoid all the damage. So Countdown's gonna get a shot.
Die, Ben, die.
Oh, wait.
Oh, didn't have to spend the focus, because it was just 2.
What if he had shot? It would have been amazing.
It would have been hit, crit, if Cassian did have Kylo.
Well,
Lots of fun what if. Too bad it didn't happen. So here comes triple focus and a blank. Out of the striker. Another whiff, unfortunately. Countdown, our sweet prince. These U-Wings are getting turned around though. Wonderful. See, targeting scrambler. You know Magva's not going to get a shot, so you might as well use it.
I'm not actually. There's one out and one of them has 2.
Ooh, cool. Domino's letting me know 50% off menu priced pizza. Thanks, Domino's. I'm gonna go ahead and turn notifications off on that app.
I've lost so much.
All right.
Oh yeah. It's not telling me at all.
So, who's going first here? Saul went first because of, oh boy, he's facing the top of the board, but he's changed his wings so that he can flip around next turn. 3 bank out of Magva, gonna focus. Didn't use Scrambler. So now countdown goes. Here's a 1 bank from Ailerons. And a 1 forward as the maneuver. Gonna head up here, try and finish off Cassian. I imagine we're gonna see a 1 hard out of Kylo.
You can't. You're stuck with the jam token and the stress. You've been flying around with stress and jam for like 5 turns. Alright, tell me. Two hold.
You can have some of those.
Look at that stress token standing up on its side. That's a sign. Here's a 1 forward. And then a 2 hard.
I gotta kill one of these ships.
It's probably going to be a range 1 shot into Cassian, so I don't think Cassian's going to live through this.
How's that guy gonna get out of that corner over there?
You got P180s on zeros.
Wow.
Well, it's range 3, so you get 2 dice.
I'll use the thing, I forgot to use all games. Range 2.
Range 2 into Cassian.
Yes. Alright, I'm shooting. No, you should shoot us off. Shoot us off.
Here comes a hit crit blank. I'm going to reroll it with target lock. Sensor jammer, the hit to an eyeball.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Beautiful world, man.
It's a blank on the outside.
Great
Stab going on, and he's like ready to claw something in the face.
Ooh, so that goes through. So Kylo spent the focus, so it was hit crit. 1 evade. Still goes through.
It's better than she is. Yes. I'm not saying the beast is
So that's 55 points for Diego, 29 for
Nothing
Connor.
to sneeze at. He's got 1 Ren, but 1 Ren's pretty decent in Sigmar.
And suddenly not looking too good here for
You got 3 attacks, she's got 4 attacks.
Connor. 11 minutes left.
Scott, do you remember the thing that I talked about?
That's most units just lost their entire save.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's not a stupid ton of shit with invulnerable saves like there's in 40k. Most aggravating part about Yukari, I swear to God, the invulnerable saves.
My army
Yeah.
Age of Sigmar.
Oh, good
The
grief.
Night
Oh,
Hunt.
yeah. No, they're like the exception to the rule. There's a lot more movements before you use it too. Between smites and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And really, the guy on top is a wizard.
Okay.
Oh,
So here comes some shenanigans.
Ray.
Do what?
Check with Ray.
Yeah.
Ray.
Okay, what's up? What'd you do?
Okay,
So there's a really weird thing that Connor wants to do.
It says, when you reveal a 0 maneuver, you may rotate the ship for 180.
Yeah.
It is a red maneuver for the U.S. Another thing says, when you reveal a red maneuver and you already have a stress token, you do a 2 forward white instead. So my question is, can I pre-stress myself, reveal a 0, flip around, and then do the 2 forward because I can't do the 0 anymore?
You can still do that.
Because
You could do it. You could, but all it's going to do is
return
grab it.
interface. Because these, when
If
you
you have the
reveal
jam
triggers
stick,
at the same time.
it prevents-
So this is when you reveal.
Doesn't
and then
prevent it you
when
at all.
reveal
So
a
you
red.
just
negates it
turn
that
180
time.
and go forward too.
If you have a jam token, when you both at the same time, when you
It sounds legit, and your opponent's okay with it. So proceed. But I'm gonna check. What's
So
that
the
card called?
what he's trying to do is pre-stress himself, then reveal a red maneuver, then allow the rule that says when you reveal a red maneuver while stressed, you do a 2 forward. But he's trying to do the pivot wing flip before the 2 forward.
I'm gonna barrel roll first. Okay. We're gonna go. Where are we gonna go?
So it's weird because the card.
And then take 2 stress. Reveal the 0.
Let's see here.
Spin around. Can't do the 0. Do a 2 forward.
Can I see the other card real quick?
There's no other cards.
Oh, right.
When you reveal a 0 maneuver, which he's doing, you may rotate your ship 180 degrees. After you execute a maneuver, you may flip this card.
And you already have a stress instead.
So it's just a timing issue of when the 2 forward comes from revealing a red maneuver while stressed.
I can still shoot it on rock.
I like simple lists.
I can tell.
Really straightforward, no one knows questions at all. Coward, it's okay.
No, red maneuver still works the same as it used to. If you have a stress and you reveal a red maneuver, then your opponent gets to choose your maneuver.
That's old.
Oh, I'm just
Oh, is it?
commenting.
Old FAQ.
Oh, okay.
Kylo, we'll check my dial.
Crit.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's pretty much if you can't tell.
Let me get this off the screen.
Advanced sensors focus target lock.
When a player reveals a red maneuver for a stress shift, the only card effects you may resolve are those that change the maneuver to a different one. After resolving these effects, if the ship would still be executing a red maneuver, the owner moves the ship as if it were assigned a white 2 maneuver instead.
So that's correct.
Yeah, because you execute the 180 first. You have to execute the 180 first, and then you execute the 2 forward. That is janky as hell.
I'm not quite convinced, but we'll do more research on this later. So here comes hit, blank.
Oh my god!
Blanks out on the evade.
It was all for naught.
They just put their
He just did a slew.
So that's it for Saul.
That one right there.
Yeah.
So it's legit. It's just janky as hell.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, so do I. Like,
So Saul is gone.
That was everyone. Yeah.
So now it's just Magva.
Alright.
5.5 minutes.
Stockpile!
No.
Yeah.
I can't shoot archers. Before I got, I can shoot somebody behind me.
The problem for Connor here is that even killing Countdown is not going to give him enough points.
I don't think I have a way to get to
But rebellions are built on hope. So here comes a 1 bank out of Countdown. Focus.
2 shots.
Too hard out of Kylo, which is green.
Didn't joke. There's too many typewriters on stage.
Recharges his focus.
I think this ship is way
Ouch.
And focus or boosts.
Pretty much both of them won.
You missed.
I mean, I'm pretty upset about that on account of this one was way overpriced too. But I guess I got on Amazon on sale one time.
Nice John Mellon fan?
Yeah, so just for shooting John Mel. Over here. Yep.
I'll spend it.
So 2 hits, 2 evades.
I will shoot you with him back. No.
Yeah.
Looks like hit.
I guess one C3PO.
3 hits.
Everything, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits.
And the last shields and a damage go through. So that is oof, 87 points. I wonder if we'll see a Talon out of Kylo here. So go 4 forward, and he might change his wings. Here's a 2 bank. Oh no, it's a sloop.
Targeting scrambler.
Yeah.
Kylo.
Connor regretting that not using targeting scrambler and then realizing there's no mods anyway.
The worst way to lose this game.
Doesn't change the maneuver, does it?
I'm gonna guess
I think I
0.
did that wrong. Because it says you may rotate your ship. It doesn't say execute a maneuver where you rotate your ship once again. It says you may rotate your ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was wrong.
We'll talk to him about that after this, but yeah, I think yeah, probably right.
Because it's not a maneuver.
Right.
Range 1 shot, range 2 shots.
How much time's left?
I actually thought
Like 2 minutes?
2 minutes, yeah. Thanks for the follow.
I thought that she can't take the
I roll 4 dice, I come up blank.
Minute 30.
You roll 5 dice, we come up that. So,
Yes, I did.
So 0 maneuver out of Magva.
Kylo, 2, 3.
Hey, back me up on that.
Reel that.
What's up? Your brain. Closest target to me is your brain. Versus, so should I shoot your brain with 4 light cannons, or should I shoot a raider with 4
I bet we're gonna see a Talon here.
See,
Oh,
independent.
maybe not. Okay.
11
I think
damage
if
to
the
your
choices
brain.
are your brain or anything else, shoot your brain.
Direct hit.
Now,
Oh,
one
It's
whole
like
up.
shooting Gilliman or literally anything else.
Yeah.
Like there's an Imperial Knight 12 inches away, Gilliman 2 inches away. I think I
Alright,
can shoot
fire back
Gilliman
at you.
literally everything I have.
Is that scrambled?
Reacquire the target.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he did opt to scramble Kylo.
I mean, if you say that was last round.
Goes for the 1 bank to relieve stress.
Alright, let's start the next
Last
round.
turn.
Last turn.
This will be your last turn.
You won just on points.
1 forward out of the striker. We get another range 1 shot. Oh, and he was stressed, so
Yeah, you're allowed.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Oh no, can't shoot.
No, it's not infinity. And infinity is dice down. That's it.
alright, so Kylo, range 2, right out of scrambler range. Hit crit, hit crit,
Just 1.
Okay.
2 evades,
2 and a crit. So 3 plus 1.
takes 1 damage.
And no focus. Alright, well, I think that's it.
Alright, that is it. Oh, that was, yeah, that was a countdown there at the end. Diego is our store champion here. What a fantastic match. Even the U-Wing shenanigans could not stand up to Kylo. So that's going to do it. Thanks everybody for joining us. On behalf of Hexiled Gaming, this is Scott. Signing off.
22.